Are you confused about where to go for your higher studies and need help? Like many others, has the UK been on top of your list? You might think you need to factor in a million things before you make that decision. But here's the thing, it all boils down to a few simple questions. Why do you want to study abroad? How much of an impact do you think this decision will make on your career? And do you believe that this might be one of the most important decisions of your life? The way I see it, most people opt for higher education for one of the three reasons. They want to land a job in the field of their choice with a generous accompanying package, or they want to get into the field of science and research and broaden their perspective, or they're unsure of what path to take and hoping the exposure to multiple fields will help them narrow down their path and help them understand where their calling lies. If you fall in any of the three buckets and you're looking to transform your career, there is no better option than UK universities. It's a no-brainer. Degrees from UK universities always have a lot more weightage than degrees from anywhere else. Not only will your time at a UK university transform the way you think, but having a UK university against your name on your profile or your CV will, in all honesty, make you stand out and completely transform your career prospects. So it's not just about your experience when you're studying in the UK, but it's also like a foundation block for the rest of your career. So despite the financial commitment that has gone into it, if you put your time in the UK to good use, it will definitely be worth the investment. Let's talk about why. UK universities are considered to be leaders in innovation. If you fall in the second bucket and you want a career in science and research, here's a fact. UK universities are globally considered to be world leaders in innovation. It's not just something that happened this year or last year. It's been this way for quite a while because of the commitment of universities in the UK to provide the best quality of education and guidance to their students. And it's because of this that universities in the UK produce more cited research per capita than any other nation in the world. Because if you think about it, these students are talented. But without the right guidance, training and structure, they probably wouldn't have cited papers. So it's not just a question of how talented they are. It's also a question of who's guiding you and whether they're instructing you in the best manner possible for you. Another testament to the quality of education in the UK and the focus on driving individuals to achieve their best is the fact that 1 in 3 undergraduate students in the UK from UK universities graduates their class with first class honours. That could be you. UK universities combine academics with professional experience. When I was in school, there were students that were planning on studying in the UK since year 7 or year 8, and they were putting in the effort years ahead. And the reason why they did this was, it was a well-known fact even at that point, that what studying in the UK allows you to do is make the best use of varied programs that universities in the UK offer, that combine world-class academic practice and real professional experience to give you the most thorough learning experience. If you're wondering how this helps you, well, what it allows you is the opportunity to convert everything you have learned in theory into practical experience through tailored internships and work placements. So it gives you a real flavor of working in the UK market, and while you're at it, it also allows you to get your hands dirty and learn from some of the biggest, largest and most profitable companies in the entire world. Imagine that on your CV. UK universities allow you to hone your skills into perfection. Now, one thing 11 years of WorkX has taught me is that all the knowledge that you have accumulated trains you on the what aspect of what to do at your job. What can you bring to the organization? What solutions do you have in mind to reduce cost? What strategies do you have in mind to increase your revenue? But that's not all. The what part is only one part of your job. The equally important part is the how, because in most cases at your job, you will not be working alone. You will be part of a larger team, so the how is extremely essential. How do you collaborate with the team while effectively putting your point across and still not overpowering the conversation? How do you problem solve by efficiently using those skills of your entire team? How do you lead your team while maintaining a balance between their aspirations and those of the organization? How do you deal with pressure? Because face it, every job has pressure. How do you ensure you hit those crucial deadlines without compromising quality? These are the skills that the faculty at your university will teach you, and will teach you well, while helping you master your field of study. You might be inclined to think that any university across the world will help you do the same, but that's not really true. Considering some of these universities are the highest ranking universities in the world, the practices that they follow are the best in class practices which ensure their ranking is so high. Number 4. Universities in the UK will help you expand your horizons. Here's the thing, if you are planning on doing your undergrad or your postgrad in the UK and you've only until now studied in your home country, studying in the UK will be an eye-opener. The reason I say this is when you come here, you'll realize that the methods and the styles of teaching are different to what you've come to accept. But at the same time, they're the best in the world. A lot of research has gone into these methodologies to push you, to challenge you, to help you break free of all of the restraints that may have been placed on how you think, how you approach problems, and how you deconstruct a situation. Because the courses and the teaching structure have been planned in such a manner to help your mind break free of convention, you will find yourself inspired to think in new and exciting ways, because that's the beauty of education and exposure. They open up your mind. The seed or the initial ideas for some of the biggest companies in the world were planted in the minds of their founders the minute they allowed themselves to step out of their comfort zones and explore new directions. UK universities will help you master the global language of business. One massive advantage of studying in the UK is that you won't face a challenge with language. It's all in English, and all of you know English, which is why you're watching my video in the first place, right? And the UK is honestly the birthplace of the English language. And it's not just English that the English are brilliant at. Something you will learn firsthand in the UK is diplomacy, because I'm not kidding when I say this, I have barely come across a rude Britisher in my entire time here. And the reason for this is the British are extremely diplomatic. And when you study here, it's an art you learn as well, which you should by all means use in your personal and professional life. And that's not the only language you'll be mastering. The UK is a global hub of science and international business, so it goes without saying that you'll be speaking the global languages of science or business or whatever you have an inclination towards in absolutely no time. The British Council is a UK organisation that promotes cultural relations and educational qualifications and opportunities for Indian students who are planning on studying in the UK. It provides detailed and up-to-date information on various aspects of studying in the UK, including admission requirements, visa and immigration procedures, funding options, scholarships, living expenses, and guides on choosing the right course and university while preparing for life in the UK. It organizes pre-departure orientation students for Indian students planning on studying in the UK to help them feel a lot more confident and secure about their new life in the UK. It also offers support for English language skills to students. The British Council also organizes various networking and cultural events for Indian students in the UK, which definitely help you connect with students, alumni, and other professionals in the UK. It maintains an active alumni of all Indian students who have studied in the UK and provides support and opportunities for networking, mentoring, and career development. This network can be a valuable resource for Indian students as they navigate their academic and their professional journeys in the UK. If you're looking for more information on studying in the UK, I've left a link in the description below, which will definitely help. Now, I know one of the challenges with studying in the UK is that it can be financially taxing, which is why a lot of institutions, both private and educational, offer scholarships to students who want to study in the UK. The intent is that talented students should not lose out on an opportunity to study in the UK simply because of their finances. Now, if you do plan on studying in the UK, I definitely recommend you check out which scholarships are available, what they offer, whether you're eligible for them, and how much money you can save. If you'd like to know more, all you need to do is hit this.